The vision of One Heart Family Ministries is really to recruit, assist in training, and then support Christian families who are fostering and adopting kids in our Missouri foster care system. There's over 10,000 kids in the Missouri foster care system with at least 1,200 or more waiting to be adopted. So when we knew those statistics and we knew there was a need for more Christian families to get involved in foster care and adoption, we decided that a ministry was really needed to get more Christians involved in the foster care system here in St. Louis. Every day there are kids coming into our foster care system. There are children that have been abused and neglected and are in need of sometimes just temporary care through foster care. A foster family might provide care for a child for just a few days, and then maybe a relative, a grandma or somebody is identified to care for that child. Other times there aren't any relatives, and so a foster family might care for a child for 1, 2, 3 or more years, while judges and other professionals involved with our court system make decisions on what's best for that child long term. Then there are times when a child can't be reunited with their birth family and there aren't any relative or kinship placements available to that child. Then a family is needed to be a child's forever family and adopt that child. So through recruiting families, we will do speaking engagements at churches, we'll speak to women's Bible studies, I will speak to other small groups about kids in foster care and how families are called to support those kids.
Here at One Heart, we offer it's called STARS training. We offer the 9-week consecutive weeks of training to become a licensed and foster adoptive family here in the state of Missouri. The difference between our class here and the other classes that are taught at the agencies is we teach it with a Christian perspective.
First of all, just taking the classes, you bond with the other group that's there, the other parents that are there that are going to foster. You praying for one another, you're praying for their decisions that they're making.
So we start classes with devotionals. We really preach that all through this state training that foster care and adoption is a ministry, and it's going to be challenging, but with the Lord on your side and with your commitment to serving these kids and seeing them through the eyes of Christ, you can do this.
And just that mutual encouragement of each other, sometimes just talking with each other, people who are going through what you're going through, is amazing how that will build them up.
And we support families in a variety of ways. It may be as simple as just chatting on the phone when folks have had a rough day or a difficult court hearing or a challenging meeting. We can be that supportive and listening ear to kind of coach them and walk with them through that process. Other times we're meeting their needs physically.
And we got this phone call at 10:30 in August of 2010 with this desperate caseworker on the phone. It was 10:30 at night. She had these 5 children at the police station, and she had no place to go with them. The next morning when we decided to keep the kids, I made one phone call to Emily, who put emails out of all of our needs, and within 12 hours, we had 2 sets of bunk beds, we had bags full of clothes, our freezer, we have a stand-up freezer, was stocked with food, our refrigerator was stocked with food, and we had meals for a week. That is not going to happen in just generic foster care. So just to know you have this kind of incredible support network gives you the strength to be able to tackle 5 kids at once.
We do fun events with our families too. We'll do some social events through picnics and Christmas parties and so forth.
So our kids get to go and see some of the other One Heart kids that are there, and they themselves feel supported and feel like they have a family too, because they're people that they see 2 or 3 times a year. They become family. They look forward to getting backpacks from there. They provide backpacks full of school supplies at the beginning of the year, every year. They get Christmas presents, a new pair of pajamas and gifts.
I think One Heart is really instrumental in creating a lot of that community and support, both from their staff and then just by connecting families together.
They go way above and beyond. I mean, it really treats you like family. So we feel like our One Heart family, and sometimes is closer than our biological families. And it's hard for me to do without crying, but when we sit around a dinner table sometimes and I just sit there and I look and they're interacting with each other as though they had been born to each other.
And you see a child that is now in the loving arms of a wonderful mom and a wonderful dad that care for them and want to show them the love of Jesus. That's what makes it all worthwhile.